In terrifying seconds, a bison charged campers at Yellowstone? That's what the headline says, and the story that followed paints a vivid picture of raw animal power meeting human curiosity. Around 8:30 p.m. on a Friday night, the Bridge Bay campground near Yellowstone Lake in Wyoming turned into a scene of panic. The southeastern quadrant of the park, otherwise full of RVs, tents, and sunset glow, became the backdrop for an agitated bull bison simply looking to assert ESP territory. It's the start of the mating season, a time when these massive animals, heavy enough to push 2,000 pounds, can sprint up to 30 miles an hour. The bison, apparently feeling that surge of testosterone, began charging a small group of teenage boys, who scattered and ran in every direction. When the animal stopped gliding into the dirt near a picnic table, his horns were booming and his body was as tense as a rodeo horse. Witnesses stand a safe distance away, and it's a moment of clarity. The creature is not a calm creature to be approached. A pickup truck then rolled in, sparking interest. A man with a long white beard, along with his grandson, paused to take photos of the beast, unaware that a creature's appetite can be quick. Beneath the illusion of a calm, the bison swelled. He licked and rolled further, then struck out at the couple. The grandfather was caught by the left horn, caught near the hip, and was flipped about 8 feet into the air, leaving him on the ground gasping for breath and suffering multiple broken bones. Carl Isom McDaniel, a well-known Washington State Community Board member, was the man who took to the ground. He was left with severe injuries that required hospitalization and a team of doctors to address broken bones. The incident didn't stop with the accidental moment. The bison chased the pair around a cluster of pine trees, yet the grandson managed to dart away. The massive animal then turned his attention to the grandpa, caught him between horns, fully posted his front legs, increased his heart rate, and, apparently, removed his dignity. At that point the onlookers yelled, rushed, raised arms, and the crowd's collective moves forced the bison to withdraw. This shows that superhero-like human instinct is an essential tactic in confronting animals in the wild, but it also highlights the fact that the moment runs off like a calendar page. Zalt. Observers heard horrified shouts, and others joined to distract by big arms waving and yelling, potentially diverting the bison's attention. The bison eventually ran off, leaving the wounded man and the trembling grandson behind. Nobody knew exactly how many steps of the bison's journey, the exact speed or the interval before the attack, but it was a brief yet terrifying spectacle. It also reminds us of the incredible force of nature and the inherent dangers when people interact with animals, even in a park. In short, a cool, even and hopeful camping story was unexpectedly turned into an emergency, a giant beast upset or a sign of the wild's clinical fury, the best part about an unplanned moment. Thank you for listening, and remember to keep a safe distance from wildlife. Its calmness is typically a sign of a calm beast rather than a sign of safety. Let's hope the canyon's survivors get back on their feet fast.